You're trying to get ready and tie a tie. And
so luckily I don't have to do this because I am a woman, but we have found the expert who can help both a woman learn to tie her man's tie and if you're a gentleman, how to do it.
And it's an article of clothing you see every day, and Bob is here from Edward Bauman Clothery to tell us more. So tell us about dressing nicely. I'm trying to do it here.
Like, what are the steps that you even need to take when you're tying? Because you're almost doing it backwards, right?
Well, what we're going to do today, Hillary, we're going to teach you how to tie a tie.
Okay, this will come in handy. It's
great for every woman to be able to tie a tie on their man. And what a lot of people don't realize is most men only know how to tie a tie one way. And
I do. I only know one way.
That's the way their father or uncle or whoever taught them how to tie that tie. But what men don't realize is there's at least 8, 9, 10 different ways to tie a tie.
Sure. That's news to me. I didn't know that either.
Yes, and so we're going to show you the easiest way to tie a tie.
Okay.
Now, one of the big myths about a tie is a lot of guys will say, well, I love that tie, but I don't want to buy it because it's too thick. Or I love that tie and I don't want to buy it because it's too thin. It won't make a good knot. But the secret has nothing to do with the thickness of the tie. It has to do with how you tie the knot.
Really? Okay.
So,
well, I've got the perfect empty collar here for you to try it out on.
Yes, you do. And in fact, we're just going to throw it over your neck. So get over here, Hillary. I want you to watch how to do this.
All right.
Actually, let me hear in front.
Bob and I were talking before, and it's wonderful if your wife or your girlfriend knows how to tie a tie. It's a very sexy thing, but you don't want your mother to know how to tie your tie.
That is correct. That is correct. So basically, you just put it over their shoulders. Of course, the big end needs to be the longest end. This is so simple. You wrap it around once, wrap it around twice, and that actually is your knot. So if you like it and it's big enough, then all you do is stick it through the top, pull it through.
It's almost like tying a scarf.
Now here's the most important thing about a tie. If you don't have a dimple, you might as well not tie a tie.
Okay. And I don't know how to do the dimple, so you're going to tell us.
We're going to show you. What the dimple does is the dimple throws different shadows in on the tie. So here's a tie without a dimple, and it's just plain looking. There's no, this is a tie with a dimple. So there's a lot of different color in there because of the dimple.
Right.
So, and some of these are thicker and some of them are thinner. So what's the secret? You know, can you wear a skinny tie if you're, you know, a big guy? Can you wear a skinny tie if you're a little guy? How do you wear the big, thick tie knots? I know I always see people on TV and try to figure it out.
You know, I think depending on your size, yes. If you're a big guy, you do not want to wear a skinny tie. So,
don't accentuate the negative.
What are you trying to say here, Bob?
So here's what we got. So let's finish tying this knot. So then you stick it through the top, and then most men sit here and they pull down like that.
Right, that's what I've seen.
Instead of doing that, you'll pinch it right there. There's your knot, and then start pulling it. And use your thumb to bring it forward.
Oh, wow.
See?
Okay, so that makes it nice and tight and firm at the top without having to...
And there you go. So are you ready to try this?
Okay, well, it might not look like that, but that looks gorgeous.
Real simple.
These ties are gorgeous, by the way.
They absolutely are. And we're going to be back in a little bit and talking about pocket squares also, right?
Absolutely.
So we're doing ties
I'm going to have to practice during the break, but I'm going to get this.
Absolutely.
It's easy.
I'm going to learn how to do it. She said, our producer's saying I can try now. Okay, so you said...
Take the big and go over the...
Okay.
Now wrap it again.
This is great motivation for my wife to learn how to tie a tie.
All right.
There you go. Throw it over. You got it.
Okay.
Now bring it up and through. Up underneath here and through. There you go.
Okay.
And now
through here. And then you said...
Look, you almost got it there.
And if you really don't like someone, this is a good way to choke them to death. Okay.
Just...
You look so sharp. Look how amazing I did.
Well, this is wonderful.
Okay.
I've got
it definitely doesn't look as nice as yours.
It takes practice. You know, tying a tie, if you want to look like $1,000,000, some guys will tie their tie 2 or 3 times in the morning to get it just right.
Just right.
So what about length?
Well, the secret is the tie should be anywhere between the top of the belt and the bottom of the belt.
Okay.
So right in that area.
Okay.
I love it. And I love that ties really give men a chance to show off some personality. Because, you know, and the suit too, of course, but I just love that a tie can really reflect how they're feeling that day or, you know, make you feel more powerful, right?
And maybe that's a subconscious thing, because I can't tell you, I don't know if I put on a tie that makes it, makes me feel like I'm good or happy.
Subconscious.
Well, actually, Hillary, a tie will tell you more about a man's personality than any other piece of clothing he'll ever wear. And if you just think about like Jay Leno, think of the ties that he would wear, and then think of Ross Perot and think of the ties he would wear.
That's a good point.